In this video, I'm going to be reviewing my ReptiZoo Wood-Composite enclosure. So this enclosure is made out of the same material that my EcoFlex Mojave enclosures are made out of. So EcoFlex, like I said, is a composite that is made out of both wood and plastic, so it is more affordable than PVC, thus making the enclosures themselves more affordable. The first thing about this enclosure I noticed when I put it together is that it did come scratched. So there was no film protecting any of the pieces, and the scratch is unfortunately on the front of the enclosure. So I was not a huge fan of that. The other thing that I did not like is that it did not come with handles for the doors, so I had to install my own. And then thirdly, I did not like how difficult this was to build. This was very hard to build by myself, and it took a lot of screws. The pluses for this enclosure is that it does come with a lock, and the lock has two keys. So I have one key that's just hanging here so I don't lose it, and then another is stored away. The other nice feature about this enclosure is that it comes with a port for your wires. So if you wanted to mount your lighting on the inside of the enclosure, it is very easy because you can put your wires up through here. But the main selling point for this enclosure for me is that it is 47 inches. So this shelf that I have is exactly 48 by 24 inches. So that means that your standard 4x2x2 will not actually fit on this because the bars get in the way. So this being a 47-inch enclosure means that it fits just perfectly. However, it's just not as wide, so it is 18 inches as opposed to being 24. Overall, I think this enclosure is fine for the price that I paid for it. It looks nice, it's sleek, it fits on my shelf perfectly, and it does what I need it to do. But it's probably not an enclosure that I would buy again simply because of how difficult it was to put together. It took me probably like 40 minutes to put it together because there were just so many screws, and the little screwdriver that comes with it just is not great.